My girlfriend said maybe if you took care of your body like he does, you would understand why I need a real trainer. I said, he sounds amazing. I would love to meet him. When I showed up at the gym to thank him personally, the staff had some interesting information about their private sessions. I 31M have been with Amy 28F for almost 2 years. We live together, split bills, the whole domestic thing. She has always been into fitness, yoga classes, spin, the occasional gym session. Never obsessive about it, just someone who liked staying active. About 4 months ago that changed completely. Amy joined this upscale gym called Apex Fitness. Monthly membership is $180, which seemed steep, but she was excited about their personal trainer program. Said she wanted to get serious about her health goals. I am going to work with this trainer Qley. He's supposed to be incredible, cool. I was happy she found something that motivated her. I work out at home mostly, pull-up bar, some weights, nothing fancy, different approaches, no big deal. But then Amy started spending 3 hours at the gym every single day. Coming home completely drained, showering immediately, going straight to bed. When I would ask about her workouts, she would get this look. Qley pushed me so hard today. He says I have real potential if I commit to the process. What kind of workouts are you doing? Functional movement patterns. You wouldn't understand. It is pretty advanced stuff. 2 weeks in, she started criticizing my routine. I was doing push-ups in the living room when she walked in from her session. That form is terrible. Qley says most people have no idea how to actually train their bodies. I have been working out for 10 years, babe. Yeah, and look where it got you. That stung. But whatever, people get enthusiastic about new things. The enthusiasm kept escalating. She bought $400 worth of workout clothes from Lululemon. Started drinking these expensive protein shakes that cost $80 per container. Meal prep became this elaborate ritual involving supplements I had never heard of. Qley designed this nutrition plan specifically for my body type. I tried one of her protein shakes, tasted like vanilla-flavored chalk. How do you drink this stuff? You develop a palate for quality nutrition. Qley says, taste preferences change when you start fueling your body properly. 3 weeks ago, it came to a head. Amy was getting ready for her evening session. Yeah, she was going to the gym at 8 p.m. now, and I suggested maybe we could work out together sometime. Like, I could come check out Apex, maybe meet Qley. She froze while putting on her sports bra. That is not really how it works. Qley's training is very specialized. He doesn't just work with anyone. I am not anyone. I am your boyfriend Derek. No offense. But maybe if you took care of your body like Qley does, you would understand why I need a real trainer. I looked at her for a long moment. Then I smiled. Qley sounds amazing. I would love to meet him. What do you mean? I mean he is obviously having such a positive impact on your life. I should thank him personally. Her face went white. You cannot just show up at the gym. Why not? Because it is weird. You don't know him. I know he is training my girlfriend and apparently knows more about fitness than I do. Seems worth a conversation. She grabbed her bag and left without another word. That night, I couldn't sleep. Something felt off about the whole thing. Amy's behavior, the secrecy, the way she deflected every question about her actual workouts. Thursday morning, I called Apex Fitness. Hi, I am thinking about joining. Could I get some information about personal training rates? Absolutely. Our trainers are $95 per session, or we have package deals. What about Qley? My girlfriend Amy trains with him and loves it. Pause. I am sorry. What was the last name? Amy Hill. Longer pause, sir. I am showing Amy Hill's membership expired 6 weeks ago. Update 1. So yeah, Amy's membership expired 6 weeks ago, but she has been going to the gym every single day. I hung up from that call and sat in my car outside my office for 20 minutes. My brain was doing this thing where it knew something was wrong, but kept trying to find innocent explanations. Maybe she was paying cash for day passes? Maybe there was a billing issue. Maybe she switched to a different gym. But deep down, I knew. Thursday evening, Amy came home at her usual post-workout time. Hair slightly messed up, that post-exercise glow, immediate shower routine. How was training? Intense. Qley had me doing these new compound movements. I am going to be sore tomorrow. I watched her walk to the bathroom, noticed she wasn't carrying her water bottle. The one she always took to workouts because hydration is crucial during training sessions. Also noticed her gym bag seemed lighter than usual. Friday, I did something I am not proud of. I followed her. Amy left at 7:30 p.m. for her evening session. Instead of heading toward Apex Fitness, she drove to a residential neighborhood about 15 minutes away, parked outside a townhouse complex called Riverside Commons. I watched her walk up to Unit 2B and knock. The door opened. Guy answered. Tall, muscular. Definitely looked like a personal trainer. They hugged. Not a professional hug. She was inside for 2.5 hours. When she came out, her hair was messy again. She was carrying her gym bag, but it looked like she had just tossed stuff into it randomly. I followed her home and got there first. When she walked in, I was sitting on the couch watching television. How was Qley? Good. Really pushed me tonight. What did you guys work on? Core stability, balance work, pretty technical stuff. I nodded and turned back to the television. Saturday morning, I drove to Apex Fitness, told them I wanted to tour the facilities and learn about personal training. The sales guy, Brad, was eager to help. Showed me around, explained their programs, introduced me to a few trainers. Do you guys have a trainer named Qley? Qley? No, we don't have anyone by that name. We have Mike, Martin, Max. My girlfriend mentioned training with a Qley here. What is your girlfriend's name? Maybe I can figure out who she is actually working with. Amy Hill. Brad pulled up something on his computer, frowned. Amy Hill, her membership expired in October, says here she didn't renew. That is weird. She talks about coming here every day. Brad looked uncomfortable. Sir, I had need to speak with our management about membership details, but if someone's been claiming to train here without an active membership, that is something we would want to know about. I thanked him and left. Sunday, Amy was getting ready for another session. I was sitting at the kitchen table with my laptop. Hey, random question. What is Qley's last name? She stopped putting on her shoes. Why? Just curious. You talk about him all the time, but I don't think you have ever mentioned his last name. It is Williams. Qley Williams. I typed Qley Williams personal trainer into Google, found dozens of results, none matching the guy I had seen at Riverside Commons. Does he have a website or anything? I was thinking of looking him up. He is pretty exclusive, doesn't really do online marketing. What about Apex's website? Is he listed there? Amy stood up fast. Derek. What is with all the questions? I am just interested in this guy who is apparently revolutionizing my girlfriend's fitness routine. It is weird that you are Googling him, is it? We stared at each other for a long moment. I have to go. I am already late. She grabbed her bag and left. That evening, she came home acting different, nervous, kept checking her phone. Everything okay? Fine, just tired. How was training? Good. No elaborate descriptions of her workout. No mentions of Qley's training philosophy. Just good. I knew, she knew, that I knew, but I needed more than suspicion. Update 2, Sunday night. I made a decision that would either clear this up or blow everything apart. I was going to Riverside Commons. Monday evening, Amy left for her usual training session. I waited 10 minutes, then drove to Unit 2. Qley answered the door in workout clothes. Up close. He was probably 6'2", definitely in great shape, looked like he spent serious time in the gym. Hey, are you Qley? Yeah. Who is asking? I am Derek, Amy's boyfriend. I wanted to thank you personally for all the work you have been doing with her. His face went through several expressions, quickly. Confusion, realization, panic. Amy's boyfriend. Yeah. She talks about you constantly. Says you are the best trainer she has ever worked with. Long pause. Dude. I think there has been some kind of misunderstanding. How so? Amy told me she was single. My stomach dropped, but I kept my expression neutral. That is weird. We have been living together for 8 months. What the fuck? He ran his hand through his hair. She said she was going through a divorce. No divorce. We are very much together. She comes here every night after telling me she is going to Apex Fitness for personal training sessions. Qley leaned against his doorframe. Jesus Christ. Apex Fitness. Yeah, she said you work there as a trainer. I don't work at Apex. I am a software developer. I work out there sometimes. That is how we met. The pieces started clicking into place. So these aren't training sessions. No, man, these are. Fuck. He looked genuinely distressed. I thought she was single. She has been coming over here for like 2 months, saying she needed someone to work out with because she was lonely after her divorce. She has been telling me you are her personal trainer, and that is why she needs to spend 3 hours a day at the gym. 3 hours? She is here for like an hour tops. We barely work out. I didn't need him to spell out what they actually did. Qley, I need to ask you something, and I want you to be honest. Are you seeing anyone else? Yeah, he looked sick. I have a girlfriend, Emma. She knows about Amy but thinks she is just this lonely divorced woman I am helping get back into fitness as a friend. Where is Emma tonight? She is at her Monday yoga class. She usually comes over after. Around 9:30, I checked my phone. 8:45. Can I come in? I think we need to figure this out before Emma gets here. Qley stepped aside and let me into his place. It was nice, clean, minimalist, definitely looked like a bachelor pad. We sat in his living room, both of us trying to process what was happening. How long have you been with Emma? About a year. Amy knew about her from the beginning. I was always clear that Emma and I were serious. What did Amy say about that? That she understood. That she wasn't looking for anything serious anyway because she was still dealing with divorce stuff. I heard a car door slam outside. That might be Emma, Qley said. Or Amy coming back early. We both went to the window. It was Amy's Honda Civic. She was walking up the path, checking her phone. Qley opened the door before she could knock. Hey, everything okay? You seemed she saw me sitting on the couch and froze. Hi, Amy, I said. Qley was just telling me about your workout routine. She looked between us like a deer in headlights. Derek, what are you doing here? Meeting your personal trainer. Although Qley tells me he doesn't actually work at Apex Fitness. I can explain. I am sure you can. But first, we should probably wait for Emma. Who is Emma? Qley answered. My girlfriend. The one I told you about. The one you said you understood about. Amy's face went white. She is coming here. She comes here every Monday after yoga, I said. Qley tells me you knew about her. Another car door. This time it was a blue Honda Accord. A woman got out, blonde, athletic, carrying a yoga mat. That is Emma, Qley said quietly. Amy turned toward the door like she was going to run, but Emma was already walking up the path. Hey babe, Emma called through the door. Whose car is that outside? Qley looked at me, then at Amy. This is about to get complicated. Emma opened the door with her key, saw 3 people standing in the living room looking like someone had just died. What is going on? Qley took a deep breath. Emma, this is Derek. He is Amy's boyfriend. Emma looked confused. Amy's boyfriend, but Amy's divorced. No, I said. Amy and I live together. Have for 8 months. Emma looked at Amy. I thought you were going through a divorce. Amy started crying. Not the manipulative kind, the real, ugly kind when someone's entire world is falling apart. I can explain everything. Emma set down her yoga mat very carefully. Were you planning to explain why you lied to everyone? The room went silent except for Amy's crying. That is when Emma asked the question that broke everything open. Amy, are you sleeping with my boyfriend? Final update. The next 20 minutes were the most brutal conversation I have ever witnessed. Amy tried to deny everything at first, said she and Qley were just friends, that she needed emotional support during her divorce, that nothing physical happened. Qley shut that down immediately. Amy, stop lying. We have been sleeping together for 2 months. Emma's face went through shock, anger, and something that looked like relief. I knew something was off. You have been weird for weeks. Qley, secretive about your phone, changing your schedule. I thought I was helping someone going through a hard time by fucking her. Fair question. Amy tried a different approach, started apologizing to everyone, saying she never meant for it to go this far, that she was confused and lonely. I asked the question I had been dreading. Amy, why did you lie to me about Apex Fitness? Because I knew you would be suspicious if I said I was just hanging out with some guy. So instead you created an elaborate story about personal training and spent thousands of dollars on workout gear you don't use. I do use it. For what? You haven't worked out in months. Emma was putting pieces together too. Wait, so you have been lying to Derek about where you go every night, and lying to us about being single? It is not that simple. It sounds exactly that simple, I said. That is when Qley asked the question I didn't expect. Amy, are there other guys? Silence. Are you serious right now? Emma's voice was climbing. Other guys. No, just Qley. I mean, there was Tom from my CrossFit gym, but that ended months ago. My turn to be shocked. You go to CrossFit too? I used to. Before Qley. I was trying to do math in my head. So when we started dating, you were seeing Tom. Then you dropped Tom for Qley while telling me you were getting serious about fitness with a personal trainer. Derek, I love you. This thing with Qley just happened. What about Tom? Tom was different. Emma sat down hard on the couch. How many people have you been lying to? Amy, I wasn't trying to hurt anyone. But you did hurt people, Qley said. You lied to Derek for months. You lied to me about being single. You lied to Emma about what was going on. And you spent money we don't have on a bunch of fitness stuff to maintain the lie, I added. Amy kept crying and apologizing, but it was too late for all of us. Emma looked at Qley. Are we done? Yeah, we are done. She picked up her yoga mat and walked out. Qley looked at Amy. You need to leave. Qley, please. Number, you lied to everyone. I never would have gotten involved if I knew you were in a relationship. Amy turned to me. Derek, can we go home and talk about this? I stood up. There is nothing to talk about. Amy, you have been cheating on me for months while making me feel bad about my own fitness routine. It wasn't about you. It was never about me. That is the problem. I left her there with Qley, let her figure out her own ride home. When I got back to our apartment, I started packing her things. She showed up an hour later. Derek, please, I know I messed up, but we can work through this. Amy, you created a fake personal trainer, lied about going to the gym, spent our money on props for your affair, and made me feel inferior for months. What exactly do you think we are working through? I was confused. I didn't know how to end things with Qley. You could have ended things with me. I didn't want to lose you. You already did. She moved out that weekend. Her sister helped her pack. Neither of them spoke to me. I found out later through mutual friends that Qley had ended things completely. He and Emma didn't get back together, but they are apparently on speaking terms now. Amy posted on social media about focusing on self-improvement and authenticity, which seemed ironic. I canceled her gym membership at Apex. Turns out she had been using my credit card for the monthly fee even though she never went. Got charged for 6 months of a service she wasn't even using. $1,080 down the drain. Also found about $800 worth of workout equipment in our closet that still had tags on it. Lululemon sports bras, Nike shoes, protein powders, resistance bands, foam rollers. An entire fake fitness lifestyle. The CrossFit thing was real though. I drove by there one day and asked about her. The guy at the front desk knew her. Oh, Amy. Yeah, she used to come in with Tom a lot. Haven't seen her in months. So that part of the story checked out. Currently single and back to working out at home. Turns out my form was fine all along.